Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Gullit. And he's there to belt it away. That has been cut short. He's looking for the runner here. No, he's just misjudged that one. Has a look and plays it forward. Rijkaard makes the interception. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Beckham. Now it's Gullit. Goes in for the header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
OK, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Beckham. He is through here. Collar. Oh, important interception.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Oh, that's a key interception. That is good alertness. And here's Gullit. Oh, that was vital. And now the breakaway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, the centre of midfield, Peter, is where battles are won and lost. So I see Rodri as a player who can dominate his midfield position. He's excellent at winning and recycling the ball, as well as passing it all over the pitch. I see him as someone who's very well suited now even to those highest tempo games.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Oh, that's delightful. Picked out, has a go! It's loose now and they want to get it back. There's the shot! And he's done it! With a predatory goal.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it.
Real chance! They've done it! And they're at it again in double quick time.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
So that's two now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Maldini spots it and intercepts. Looking here to chip it through. Ruben Neves. Oh, great ball! Sané. Now it's Sané. He's picked his way through. And that's another good win of the ball. Hernandez. Oh, well played. Oh, he's got the shot away! And he hits the net! Just one goal in it now! Game on! And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could now well reward them with an equaliser.
Hernandez. He's played him through. Floated through. It's Bale! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, the pass was sublime. The finish was substandard. What a disappointment.
Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Cruyff, Sané. Gullit absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Goes down, but nothing given. Sané. Aimed beyond the defence. He's cut it out. Now, what about a counter-attack? Ruben Neves. Kondola. Messi.
Has been indicated.
And claimed it back swiftly. And it's Cruyff. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it has been a very watchable football match that has already provided 3 goals, both teams contributing plenty to it. And in terms of scoreline, it is close to being perfectly balanced. The game living up to billing and plenty of thrills to keep the crowd warm. We'll be resuming in a quarter of an hour from now with the scoreline 2-1. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it remains very delicately poised, and based on the promise we've seen through the first 45 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if this takes another twist or two. It certainly would be in keeping.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1.
Substitution on the field. Number 22, Sané.
So off we go once more.
Number 15, Messi.
Right
Coming on the field. Number 18, Nedved. Number 14.
Oh, a delicate chip through. And he was alert to it. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Lion City Sailors trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. That is a great pick out. Schmeichel will lay claim to that. Bale. And that has left him in a heap. Gullit. Faced Gullit! Cruyff is onto it in a flash. Ronaldinho. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Cruyff.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Ah, that's a fine interception. And the finish! In he goes again! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
No way through, so back it comes. And the shot!
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Chance here to counter. Adams promptly onto that, and that is that. Hernandez. Oh, he's found support out wide. Hits one! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Substitution in progress.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Pass somewhat off target. Well timed, excellent interception. No luck with that dink over the top. Hernandez. Cruyff. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Cruyff was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
It's netted! Oh, taken with style! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise to see him elect to shoot from there, considering how much movement can be generated on the ball. Great hit.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, that goal just serves to give them the momentum and psychological edge now at this stage, but for me, they've got to chase a winner.
That's a good ball out wide. Condela is charging up on the overlap. There's the hit! In for the pieces! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Well, maybe the tension around this game played a part in that, because he should have put them ahead then.
And he's intervened well there. Now it's Beckham. And that's a throw-in. Beckham. Tries a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Rummenigge.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
That looks a cracking ball.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Great chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Rummenigge. And reclaimed it in a trice. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Now it's Cruyff. Oh, nicely intercepted. And time is up. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Pass is just off target. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference? Messi! There it is!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes. I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And they've got a throw. Beckham. Robson. Messi. Dinks one through. He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. Robson. Now it's Messi. No, that's been intercepted. Has a look and plays it forward. Now there's a... Can he put it away? It's run loose. Who's going to... And one more try! Oh, nearly. But nearly is nothing.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Robson. Belletti. Messi. He's played him through. Jordi Alba. He's had a hit! Goal! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
Well, his movement is all based on fine margins, and the timing of his run then was ideal.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Now it's Mbappe. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a... He's got the shot away! They are rampant! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
It has been an extraordinary... Could be danger here! Keeper sees it all the way. Robson.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
He's in space and looking for options. Oh, that's fabulous. Great ball, and he's in here. Now it's Luis Suarez. And it's Jordi Alba. Oh, perfectly measured that. And the flag has stayed down. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Lahm gets good distance on it. Back when it goes. It's a loose ball. Mbappe touches it back.
Modern football for you.
Real chance! It's there! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. And we're underway. Serginho. Endo does really well to win the ball there.
Okay, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
Alessandro Costa Curta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
Yeah, it's interesting because he's still become considered one of the greatest defenders of his time. How's that?
Well, it's characteristics like leadership, his class, his tenacity. He's nigh on perfect reading of the game and all done with immaculate discipline.
Now it's Mbappe. Nesta. AC Milan could counter here. Gullit is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Serginho. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. João Neves. Pirlo powering forward here. Gullit. João Neves. Good read, needed to be. Szoboszlai. First quarter of an hour gone. He's a sharp little ball here. That is a brilliant interception.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Costa Curta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Szoboszlai is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Row of Reds trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game because you try and absorb in numbers defensively and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. And here's Gullit. Gravenberg. Oh, easy pickings there. Van Dijk deals with that comfortably. Vinicius Junior. And Gravenberg. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. João Neves. And it's Van Basten. Gullit. Szoboszlai. Salah. And he welcomes it in. Rijkaard. That's a lovely, neat pass. Konate calmly anticipates. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Look, the game is full of ifs.
Mbappe! He can get that clear. That's a little off target.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Endo.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Rijkaard did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And he's picked out the run. And Shevchenko! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Nicely aimed pass. Szoboszlai. And that could set him on his way. And he's got the beating of his man. There's the hit! Rijkaard.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Mbappe! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Serginho. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. And it's Salah. Mohamed Salah! It's a loose ball.
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time.
Signore e signori, vi chiediamo cortesemente di rimanere seduti durante lo svolgimento della partita. Grazie.
So off we go once more. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Chance! He's delivered all right!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Milan have fired themselves in front.
Well, listen, a few words of advice and encouragement from the manager during the break can often straighten things out, and it's paid off here.
That's good running with the ball. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Now it's Shevchenko. Salah. Szoboszlai. Bastoni, a man never lacking in drive or determination. And he's had a hit! Oh, it's fallen kindly here! Oh, he hit that sweetly. And he's intervened well there. And here's Vinicius Junior. Nice bit of trickery. Can he put it away? It's a goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Raul Reds grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Serginho, now it's Hullet. Stood up well to him there. Raul Reds are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape.
Mbappe! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
And it's Salah. João Neves. Konate gets over and intercepts. Salah. He can run onto that. Shevchenko. No, that's been intercepted. Szoboszlai. And Ndika. Gravenberg. Looking tidy in possession here. Vinicius Junior. Van Basten is herring after that one. Soboslai, Mohamed Salah, Dida, will they claim to that? Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And here's Vinicius Junior. Soboslai. Rijkaard gets good distance on it.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 15. Numero 9.
He's got plenty of space out wide here.
Numero
I
21.
think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Lasciano il campo
Well,
per
they deserve
il numero
an awful lot of
10,
credit for their
il numero
commitment to the
8,
cause, but it's a goal credit that would be
il
most
numero
welcome now.
32, il numero 6. Attenzione, una sostituzione.
And he's on his way! McKennie, good spot, he's seen the run. It's Salah! Has another go! He's scored! And the comeback is complete! Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Rowell Reds go into the lead.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
Rowell Reds ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Well, that looks a cracking ball. Rowell Reds needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Quality ball.
Milan need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
And the pass is intercepted. And that is as far as they're going to go. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
And it's Hullet. And reclaimed it in a trice. And we're done. Milan pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, the surprise for me was seeing a team look so feeble in what is usually a strongly protected area. But the centre of their defence looked open and very, very unsafe.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Ahmad, I think that's offside. Yes, it is. No, he's just misjudged that one. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. He's in a good position here. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, you can never emphasise enough just how important it is to have a dependable goalkeeper, and this fella, Emi Martinez, is certainly one that fits the bill. He's one of the characters left in the game nowadays. I mean, people describe him as a little eccentric, and truth be told, he is at times, but I think we need that in the modern game. We need our characters, we need our big personalities, and I'm glad we've got one here.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Played back in. And he's cut it out. Nicely weighted ball. Diogo Dalot. Baresi. Back into the middle. He rises! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Threads one in. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, that's a key interception. Manchester United are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. Zixi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, smashing header! Goal! Manchester United! So we have the first goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
And here's Nunez. Climbs up big! Diogo Dalot. Nicely worked. Oh, nicely intercepted.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Gently done. Oh, look at the space here. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Oh, he's found some space here. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Foot in. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Shot at goal! He has done it! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Costa Curta makes the interception. Manchester United looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. In once more. Oh, well played. Hits one! And more, and more, and more! And he is away! The launch of a brand new hero.
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
Oh, shooting chance! Really well taken goal. Even some of the opposing fans are clapping that. You just have to appreciate it.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper, because that moved all over the place on its journey.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Driving forward, Diogo Dalot. That looks a good ball through. That is a brilliant interception. Oh, that was vital. Now it's Darwin.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Always onto this. Lovely ball, and the finish! Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes.
Manchester United are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say, deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Manchester United head in for half-time with a 3-1 lead.
Security staff for each block, please report to the staff room immediately. Substitution on the field.
Here we go again then.
Number 18, Mbumo. Coming on to replace him is...
There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Now it's Darwin. Caught offside that time. Manchester United do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Now it's Messi, and he's managed to get free. There's the shot! And we have our very first corner. No way through, so back. He's got the shot away! Manchester United are looking to go forward now. And here's Nunez. And he's had a hit! Corner number 2 then. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. And here's Nunez. Oh no, this does not look good. Bruno Fernandes, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And here's Nunez. Now it's Messi. Oh, what a climb! They've scored! And they are dragging it back! Game on again!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, I think they probably needed an early goal in this half just to give them the confidence and belief to push on and look for an equaliser.
Picked out brilliantly. There's the hit! And one more try! They've done it! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten.
The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, to his credit, he managed to ghost into space to finish things off, but the failure to spot him was ghastly defence.
This has become one superb game of football.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
There's the shot! He's scored! And the comeback is complete! And that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
Well, the technique generates the power in that situation, and once power is assured, any goalkeeper's up against it.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Has a look and plays it forward. Yamal, he's picked his way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path. There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Yamal, and the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Substitution in progress.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. And he's being shifted off it. Oh, he's found support out wide. He gets big! And that could come back to haunt them.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
No, that's been intercepted. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
De Ligt kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Diogo Dalot. Just 5 minutes remaining now.
Manchester United need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
Now it's Mbappe. Hernandez. Oh, that's fabulous. Mbappe. That was always going to be the keepers. Baresi gets across to intercept that.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Baresi spots it and intercepts. Good spot, he's seen the run.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Now it's Messi. And that's a superb pass. Nunez! He's got a goal! 2 up and threatening to pull clear.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Manchester United can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay.